Hey everybody, it's Mr. S back with another great music lesson for you guys today. Happy Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, the 12th of January, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope y'all are staying safe, staying healthy, wearing your mask, washing your hands. So today we're going to continue what we talked about last time, but today is a special day because we're going to be drawing our own pianos. And I'm going to teach you guys how to draw a piano. If you don't have one at home, you can have a little diagram to help you through these scales. And after we draw our pianos, we're going to take a look at some of the scales we talked about yesterday, and we're going to learn how to play them. And if you don't have a piano in front of you, that's fine. We're going to number the scales on your little diagram there, so you'll be able to look at them and hear how I play them. Okay, we're going to have a great time today. So first off, what we're going to need for today's lesson is you're going to need two pieces of paper, right? Two pieces of blank paper, and a pen or pencil, or a marker. You can get your favorite color marker, so you can pause the video right now. Go get that if you want to. But we're going to start with our blank piece of paper here, and we're gonna draw our piano. So get something nice to lean on, just nice to draw on. And the first step in drawing a piano, super simple. It's just you're gonna draw a big rectangle. Now, don't be discouraged if you're not a very good artist, because Mr. S is not a very good artist. He's not a good drawer. So, I guarantee you yours will probably look a bit better than mine. So we're gonna start with a big rectangle, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks after this first step here. Okay? So this is it. This is your first, let me get the light here. This is your first step, this rectangle right here, okay? The next step is to separate this big rectangle into 8 smaller rectangles. And you're going to do that by drawing 7 straight lines down the middle. I'm going to do that really quick right now for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then it should look like this, almost like a little cage. So it's important that you draw 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and these are your piano keys. But the only other thing that we have to do now is fill in the black keys. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to fill in the black keys. We're going to start with these two right here. We're going to draw black rectangles in the middle. I'm going to draw these real quick for you just to show you guys, okay? Now once you draw them, you're just going to color them in. Just fill them in. Okay? Just like this, okay? So see how I drew 2 black rectangles on top of the lines? We're going to draw 2. We're just going to do that. Then we're going to skip this line, and then we're going to draw 3 black rectangles on top of these 3. So I'm going to do that real quick. If I'm going too fast for some of you, please feel free to pause and rewind the video whenever you guys need to make sure you guys got a good diagram. It's important that we get this diagram right. And, okay, there we go. Okay, so, got two black rectangles on top of the first 2 lines. We're skipping the 3rd line. 3 black rectangles on top of the next 3 lines, and then we skip that final line there. And that's your piano. It's a nice piano, and that's what we're going to be working with today. Okay? Now, I want you guys all to pause the video right now and do that same thing again, because we're going to be working with 2 pianos today, okay? We're going to be working with 2 little pictures, all right? So pause the video now, rewind it if you need to, if you guys need to see the steps again. But come back to this point when you're done with your second piano, okay? All right, now that we have 2 pianos, we're going to take this, we're going to take our blank piano, and we're going to look at it, and now we're going to fill in these keys, because we need to know the names of the notes if we're going to play some piano later today, okay? So, if you've never seen notes on a piano before, the important thing to know is that when we count notes on the piano, we go up alphabetically. Okay, so like the alphabet goes from A to Z, but in music, we only go to G, and then we go back to A. There's only A to G. We go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we go back to A. Another thing is that we always start on C. We don't start on A, we start on C. So this first note right here is going to be our C, right? So there's our C. Now, once we start on C, we can just follow the alphabet, okay? So this next one is D. You guys can get ahead of me a little bit if you want. After D is E, then F, and then G, right? C, D, E, F, G. And then remember, after G, we go to A, because we don't go past G in music. And then we have B after A, and then C. So it should look like this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now I want you guys to do this on both of your pianos, okay? Okay. So, once you have your notes labeled on both of the pianos, now we're going to talk a little bit about scales. So remember, yesterday we talked about major and minor scales. Major scales, remember, we said sounded happy, right? Sounds kind of like a happy scale. And then minor scales sounds kind of sad, a little dark, spooky. So again, we got major, happy, and then we have minor, sad. Okay. So, what we're going to do with these pianos is we're going to take our two pianos and we're going to label the numbers of the scales. So we're going to start with the major scale first, okay? The major scale is super easy. Basically, the hint that you can remember to play the major scale is you're just playing these white notes. For the minor scale, we're going to talk about these black notes in a minute, but for now, we're going to only play these white notes. And we start on C is 1, D is 2, second note we play, E is the third note we play, F is the fourth note we play, G is the fifth note we play. So what I want you guys to do is above your notes, write numbers. So C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, and 8 is C again. So like I said, all of these are just the white notes. So if I turn my piano on, and if you follow along with the numbers, you're going to hear a nice scale. So I'm starting here with my C. 2 is D. Now moving on to 3, that's E. 4 is F. 5 is G. 6 is A. 7 is B. And 8 is C. So if I play that a little faster, following the numbers. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right. Excuse me. All right. So that's our major scale. Super easy. All we're doing is just playing the white notes. Okay. So, if you need to pause, rewind, go look back at this. But keep this in a safe place because we're going to be using this in future classes, okay? All right, now let's get out our second piano, our other blank one that has the notes on. And for this, we're going to be doing the minor scale. So for the minor scale, we're going to be adding a couple notes, and we're going to be looking at a couple of these little black bars that we have there, okay? Because that's what makes the difference between a major and a minor note. So we're going to be focusing on this black bar, the one between D and E, and this one, the one between A and B. So the one between D and E is called E flat. E flat. okay? And the one between A and B is called B flat. All right. So, this black bar between D and E, E flat. The one between A and B is called B flat, okay? Now what I want you guys to do is label the numbers like you did on the other piano, but instead of E as 3, it's going to be E flat is 3. And I'll show you in just a second. I'm just going to write the numbers down. Okay. So we have 1, 2, and then this black note, 3, is the E flat. Okay. Now we're skipping E, and we're going right to F as 4, 5 is G, just like the same thing as the major scale. 6 is A. And now instead of B as our 7th note, we're going to do B flat, which is the other black key. Okay? And then 8 as C. So this is what it's going to look like on your piano. Okay? So we have 1 is C, D is 2, E flat is 3, the black note between D and E. We're skipping E, we're going to F is 4, 5 G, 6 A, 7 B flat, that black note between A and B, we're skipping B, and then we go to 8. Here's how it's going to sound, okay? Here we go. Starting on C as 1, C, D to 2, black note between D and E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B flat 7, black note between B and A, and then C is 8. A little faster now. 1, 2, 3, black note between D and E, 4, 5, 6, 7, black note between A and B, 8, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is our minor scale, okay? Now the last thing I want you to do before we put these pianos away is label the one with the white keys as major. And the one with the black keys that we're using as minor. And remember, major sounds happy, and minor sounds sad. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is leave you guys a couple seconds to try these on your own. If you don't have a piano at home, you can just pretend to press these one at a time. Remember to follow the numbers. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds for the major scale. Here we go. Okay, and you guys can pause the video to take as much time as you need with that. Remember to take your time. Don't rush yourself. Music takes practice. That's the most important part of music. And here's your minor. Remember to pause the video if you get stuck, and take your time. And okay, all right. And for one more example, I'm going to play the major and minor one more time for you guys, okay? So here we go. Major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here's your minor one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, guys. Give yourselves a hand for today. You guys crushed it. Guys, remember to keep these piano diagrams. We're going to be looking at them for the next couple lessons. Practice your scales. Come back to this video if you want to. What I want to know is, have you guys heard these scales in music before? Maybe think about some songs that you've heard these scales in. Maybe it's your favorite song. Think about what activities you like to do when you think about these scales, when you think about the major and the minor. Think about what that makes you think about. Okay. That's about it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Please continue to wear your mask, wash your hand, stay safe, and I can't wait to be back with you guys in person. All right? Have a great day, guys.